Hey YouTube people of the internet, and welcome back to another Listen Out Loud podcast reaction. And this is a good one. We're actually looking at Lori Loud today. And as you can see, I have actually Lori Loud actually behind me, and I'm actually ready to actually review this because this ought to be a good one.
Hey everyone, this is Lori Loud, and you are in luck because it's my turn to host the Listen Out Loud podcast. Oh, right. Joining me today, providing musical accompaniment and sound effects, is my sister, Luna.
Sup, dudes?
Oh, Luna, good to see you in this one.
I'm literally so excited because today I'm going to share with you, drum roll please. I said drum roll please.
Oops, sorry, bro.
You missed your cue.
The story of my first date with my beloved Bobby Boo Boo Bear.
Oh, isn't that lovey-dovey?
Seriously, listeners all over the world have been clamoring for the deets. And to help tell the story, please welcome a very special guest all the way from the bodega in the city, Bobby himself.
He's in this one?
Ooh, nice, Luna. That was cool.
That sounds good.
Boo Boo Bear, are you on the line?
I'm here, babe. I'm still at work, but I'm so excited.
Oh, good to see you, Bobby. What was that?
I probably shouldn't try to stock cans while I'm on the phone.
So
Yeah,
before we
that's
get to
why
the
when you're
first
at work,
date,
you should stay
I'm
off
sure
your phone,
guys wanna
especially
know
when
how
you're
Bobby and I
driving.
met. Well, I definitely noticed him around town. It was hard not to. He had so many jobs. Pizza delivery boy, lifeguard, mall cop, cat photographer.
And don't forget door-to-door corn dog salesman.
Right.
Yeah, does anybody remember those season 1
But it
episodes
wasn't
where he
until
had
I
most
saw
of
him
those
cleaning
jobs?
shoes at the bowling alley that I noticed him.
If I remember right, there was a toe fungus epidemic that week.
Oh, wow.
Ew. Anyway, we got to talking, and just a few days later, he left brownies in my locker with a note asking me out on our very first date.
Yep. We went to Jean Juan's French Mexican.
Oh, so
Luna,
that's how
please
this
set the
all
scene for us.
happened. What?
A kazoo.
What?
Don't you have anything more romantic?
What?
Just messing with you.
Ah, much better. The air was filled with the scent of jasmine, and the sky was littered with twinkling stars.
Oh, that
Bobby
sounds
opened the
really
door
good,
for
how
me,
that music
and we glided
is.
to our table, never taking our eyes off of each other.
The waiter asked if we wanted sparkling water or flat, and we both said sparkling.
Yeah, who doesn't like sparkling water? I mean,
I dipped chips in salsa and fed them to you.
Oh, so romantic. And I had you order for me, since I knew you would know exactly what I wanted. And you did. Best French onion nacho cheese soup I've ever had.
And then
Nacho
we took a
cheese
spin on
soup,
the
I've never
dance
even
floor.
had that
Not
before.
great, but we looked
that
pretty
thing
good
sounds
out there.
good.
Oh, you don't have to be modest, Boo Boo Bear. The
Honestly,
whole room was
I really love
luxurious.
Italian food. As much as I like Cajun food, but I do kind of have Mexican food tasting
Luann,
for it.
I'm literally in
I
the
won't
middle
eat
of
it
a
all the time, but
podcast
at least
here.
I just like.
We know. We were listening and had to
Oh,
interrupt.
Lou
You
Ann.
guys are getting some of the details wrong about your date.
Really? Which ones?
All of them.
And how exactly would you
How
know
would you guys
everything
know
about
that?
our date?
Because we were at another table watching you.
What? You were spying on us?
You're
Idiots.
lucky we were. Someone needs to tell the truth about that night. Truth, 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 truth. For starters, the night wasn't filled with twinkly stars and jasmine. It was pouring rain. And you guys ran in soaking wet. Oh, and Bobby didn't open the door for you. He accidentally whacked you in the head with it.
What, really?
Lori, your hair is soggier than Jean Juan's guacamole French toast.
Ooh.
Okay, Luna, we get it.
Dude, you asked me to do this. And it's true you guys didn't take your eyes off of each other, but that made Lori bump into a waiter who spilled a tray of horchata lattes.
Ouch.
That totally did not happen.
Wait.
Oh, really?
I kind of remember that now.
Oh, somebody does
You
remember
both
it
said
now.
Sparkling water. Bobby said sparkling, but you said flat. Then Bobby said flat, and you said sparkling. This went on for like 5 minutes before the waiter just like gave up and walked away. And when Bobby fed you chips and salsa, he had a muscle spasm and jabbed you in the cheek with a chip.
Ouch.
Luna, second warning.
I remember
Oh,
that now.
she can get an ass
I was
whooping
worried you were
sooner.
bleeding, but then I realized it was just salsa.
And you didn't ask Bobby to order.
Bobby's so much fun to hang around with,
When
no
you
joke.
wanted, you were choking on some water and he couldn't understand what you were saying, so he just gave up and brought you soup. And it's true everyone was watching you on the dance floor, but you two weren't dancing.
What are you talking about
What the hell are they
now?
talking?
You spilled your soup in Bobby's lap, and he screamed and jumped backwards and knocked into a dessert cart and spilled flan flambe everywhere. It was fantastic.
Just got that
Then
one.
you helped Bobby up and slipped in the flan and slid across the dance floor and crashed into the band.
Oh my gosh, that was so. You guys' first date was kind of a bit of a disaster.
That is exactly how it happened. It's all starting to come back to me now. The soggy hair, the salsa, the flan, everything.
I can't believe we got it all so wrong.
How could y'all get that wrong?
But luckily, we have my two sisters to remind us what fools we made of ourselves. I hope you
Don't
guys
sweat
are
it, girl.
happy.
You guys are already fools.
Hold on. We didn't tell you this story to embarrass you and the bee.
No, we only went to Jean Juan's that night because we wanted to make sure Bobby was good enough for our big sister.
Oh, someone like
After all,
cheated by the
he was a
dozen
door-to-door
again.
corn dog salesman.
After watching you guys together, we realized that you were actually perfect for each other.
Yeah, you both care so much about making each other happy, and you don't let things get you down or take yourselves too seriously.
Plus, we could tell the only reason you guys were so klutzy was because you were nervous.
Which meant you must have really liked each other.
Wow, you guys. That's
I think that's the
literally
sweetest thing what sisters for, even if they can be nosy.
Right, Bobby?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Boo-boo bear?
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, babe. I was just talking to Sergio. Dang bird just pooped in the cash register.
Oh, that bird is going to get
Yeah,
himself
Luann,
fried.
Thanks.
Well,
Anyone want some
listeners,
pear for
now
actual
you know
Thanksgiving
the true
Day?
story of my first date with Bobby.
And so do we.
Join me for my next podcast, and I'll fill you in on the first time I cooked dinner for my boo-boo bear.
Uh-oh, this ought to be
I
interesting.
mean the time you burned a microwave pizza, then ordered Indian instead, but Bobby got food poisoning.
Yikes.
Luna, just play us out.
You got it, brah.
Really? The kazoo again?
I like the kind of kid at the zoo. Okay, so this Listen Out Loud podcast with Lori Loud, it was actually amazes me because it kind of has some little renditions with either a fan member or mostly with Cheated by the Dozen, you know, because when Lori's telling the actual first date about her and Bobby actually dating someone, and then Lou, Ann, and Lynn actually butt in and actually correct what they exactly did on their first date, and they weren't doing so much to embarrass her or make her feel bad. They were actually doing it because they actually cared. And I know how that feels like, especially with their elder sister actually dating somebody to make sure that she doesn't get hurt, as much parents would do. And I'm so grateful they weren't even in this one, because obviously this would have been so much embarrassing even more. But Luann and Lynn, they're not so much bad siblings. And I'm so glad they were the only two who showed up in this one, along with Luna being the sound effect, which I found pretty much amazing and found myself laughing too. But Lori's pretty much an interesting character. She went from being an actual bitch throughout the first two seasons until she went to an actual caring sister. That is, until when it came to trouble brewing, how she kind of reverted us back to square one again. But you know, her character development starts to get so much better. I just wish some of her episodes were actually so much better to develop so much art for her. But it's not a really much bad podcast, especially for Lori Loud. I can't wait to do the next one, who's actually going to be in this one. So I pretty much enjoyed so much this one, and yes, so I pretty much enjoyed this Listen Out podcast with Lori, since she's actually one of my favorite characters on my top favorite characters of the Loud House list. And I can't wait to see what's more coming along the way, especially when I'm ready to do the European road trip. Till then, I'll see you guys the next time on the next Listen Out Loud podcast reaction.